Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Fun to Flame Squad, where we discover, ignite, shine, and radiate.
We talk about faith that fuels you,
relationships with purpose,
wholeness of body and soul,
money without the mess,
all anchored in the one and only Jesus Christ.
So grab your tea, call a friend, and let's dive into truth, transformation, and a whole lot of joy.
Hi, good people. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. And for those of us who are listening to us on Spotify, we welcome you once again to this wonderful, beautiful podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Mercy.
My name is Maggie.
And I'm Joy.
I'm Lynette.
I'm Miss Mato.
And so today we are going to discuss about something kind of controversial. Every one of us has their own view of it, including you guys. And now we want to engage it. We want to talk about it. It's rarely talked about. Not so many people really prefer talking about it for one reason or the other, but I believe we are ready and we want to engage in it. And the topic is drum rolls, jobs. And especially the bad side of the jobs. We really share testimonies when I got a new job, I'm working in this place, I'm working here, I'm doing this. We share the positive side, we share the glory, we share the beauty of it. So today, I don't know whether some of us have been employed. Have we?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we have. So have we guys faced some critical moments, some very tricky situations, have we?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we want to indulge in. That's what we want to share. And I don't know how to start. I don't know who to start. Anybody can take in. It's good to share your good side as you share the negative side of what you learned and all that. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want us to share?
Okay, I want us to share number one, what our experiences were for those jobs that we left, maybe the reasons we left, maybe what is it that didn't work, what is it that we couldn't cope with until it was say no more and we had to take that bold step. I want you to share your experience and especially that part of the part of making the decision to or to choose yourself. Yes.
Okay. I don't know why you're looking at me. I think you said something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, mine was not toxic. Okay. I have been to different workplaces. Some I loved the place so much, but my time was over there. And engaging with different people, when you work, you meet with all kind of beings, yeah. And it was nice, but my other workplace I left because not probably, but I was really, I felt like my time was elapsing, and I feel like as a person, or what you would want to like you are, I don't know why this point is not coming out, but you are a bit, what you can be able to do is not being put into practice, like it's not being get put into action. So I felt like my time is over, and I believe, but thank God, because I had already gotten another offer by then, but I had already started feeling as if now I think I need to move. Like I need progress. And the place was not toxic for me. It was not toxic, but I just felt my abilities, what I'm able to do is not being utilized enough. And I feel like I'm sleeping on something.
And you're not growing.
Yeah, and I'm not growing, I'm not moving. But I thank God for that opportunity as well, because it helped me when I had nothing. When it was tough for me, it helped me. But at the other side of the spectrum was I needed exposure, I needed growth, I need my abilities to be utilized, what I'm capable of, and all that. Yeah.
Amazing. Now I'd like us to take a different turn, just a little bit. Now that we are born again as we are, and now we've faced, maybe the next person can handle that. At that difficult time, how did your faith, being anchored in your faith or your spiritual life, help at that time? How are you able to navigate it, being a Christian, than it would have been different when you were not a Christian, and especially if you are not in a Christian based kind of job? Yeah.
Okay, for me, I can give one place I was working where the management was not in good terms with the employees. Like there was no that, they were not like it's like two different worlds. The management and the employees, they are two different. They don't talk, they don't negotiate, they don't. It's just two different people. No, I don't know how I can say it, but there are no good.
There's no good connection.
Yeah, there's no good connection between the management and the employees. So you there's, even if you needed something, you cannot talk to your manager because to them it was in a place where, like, it's in a school setup where there are teachers and students in a toxic school environment.
And the teacher
Yes.
always look out for the wrong.
student. Yeah, and your job is not secure. You can be fired anytime. You cannot communicate what you want. If something is wrong on your side as a worker, you cannot tell your boss because you cannot communicate. You get. So in such an environment where the workers live in fear, they are not open, they are not free, they live in an environment where you feel, even when the bosses do some wrong things, you carry the grudges inside you. And as a Christian, you are supposed to keep on forgiving, and in that situation, you cannot be able to forgive because you're carrying that anger of a boss who is harassing you or doing some things that you cannot even air out. So that one really affected
And
me.
even if you air it out, you don't think that you're getting any help.
Not that you don't think that you actually won't get
any
you
help.
actually won't get that. So that one really affected me, and I was feeling like, why do these people have much power? Don't they fear God? Don't they know God? Can they don't they know what God says about treating others? Because the Bible is so clear about workers and their bosses. It talks about slaves. And
Masters.
yeah, like it's so clear. You should not like mistreat them and all that. Don't they know that? You get. So it was quite a tough trial for me. And it was quite a trial for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
For me, I had this job. It was my first job that I got after campus, and to me, okay, how can I put it? It was a good job because it was the first thing that I got. But to me, I feel like sometimes, as beginners, especially when you are fresh from campus, most of the time we are like quick to jump to opportunities just because they are there.
It's available.
It's available. And sometimes I wouldn't blame ourselves because we are always so desperate. We are like so desperate. You have stayed like for 6 months, 3 months without a job, and you're feeling like, let me just take it. And at the moment is what you have, and it's okay. But when you get there, it's a lot compared to what you are being paid, and compared to the work that you're putting in. They're not like coming. They're not making sense. Yeah, they're not making sense. They're not marrying. So I was in a kind of job where I was getting so underpaid, but working too much. I was, let me say, I was like, I was feeling like I'm being overworked. Even when I was there, I was just feeling, before I got the other offer, I was feeling like I feel like I'm overworking, but you still, when you ask for more, you're still being told you're still a beginner. Like for me in my field, you have to get licensed. I'm like RTC number like that. So you're being told you are not yet licensed, so you have to accept peanuts. So it always felt so bad to accept peanuts compared to the work that you're doing. It was so bad until it got to a point where I was feeling it got even worse. The person you're being paid peanuts, but also they're removing for the tax. Bado tax, you have to pay tax, and already it's peanuts, so you're left like with nothing. So you're wondering, how is this person paid?
Deductions have to be made.
Deductions have to be made. At the back of my mind, whenever we got our paycheck, I was like, how do these people think? Like,
How do they expect you to
how
survive?
do they expect you to survive with such kind of money?
thing.
Yeah, but I came to realize they are not the problem, we are the problem. You are accepting that you are the problem, and maybe you have accepted that situation. And the problem with being in a toxic place, you always like, will I get better? Will I get a better offer? Until when I was getting this other job, I was feeling like, or maybe I should work more, or maybe I should get more certification, that license. But I came to realize, no, it's us who always, well, you should like ask God for more. You should not ask, yes, huyo mtu ukimwitisha more money, he may even fire you because you are asking for more, because they are used to taking people who want peanuts. But me as a person, I came to a point where I had to trust God, that wherever I'm going, I didn't know the place. Actually, the place was far away from where I was, but I got it was even a better place. That point, I had to trust God. It was one of those moments when you are walking in a dark place and you just have to go with faith, because it got to a point where I was like, hey, I deserve more. I just deserve better compared to what I'm doing. I just deserve better, and I had to trust God that wherever I'm going, it's a better place. I had to trust. That now is where my faith came. That I have to trust God. I have to pack my things and I have to go, even if it's miles away from what I've been used to. I have to trust God that it's better.
Wow, that's
Oh,
interesting.
that's so interesting.
Nice. For me, I would share on the pressure part, and especially me and probably all of us, we were just, there's what society or culture has said to be the trend or the flow. Like, you just like, I'm done with my course. I've finished this level, so the next level automatically is getting a job. And it's good. We spend time making our CVs look so good. We spend time, organizing everything, every certificate. Yet we forget to equip ourselves for that.
Yeah.
Because we've prepared. You're ready for interviews. You're ready to face it. But are you really preparing how are you going to handle it as an individual with the right skills, with the right mindset, with the right kind of identity? Because when you get to a point where you're being misused, you know that it is wrong, but because you already accepted it in the first place, it becomes harder to leave. So for me, I would say,
You accepted that thing that usually make rounds in the office, like it's a funny joke. You say you can work under pressure.
Here's the pressure and the pressure. And I think that's something we should really put down, because why would you even accept to work? You know you can't, but what you're trying to do is to please people. What we were talking about, when you're preparing for those interviews and you really want to please them, you really want to show how you are capable, you want to show how, knowing very well that you're not going to fulfill that, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, because you'll overpromise with the need of the desperation of, oh my God, I really need this job. Yes, we do need them, but there can also be a change of perspective. For me, what came was, you can break the odds. You don't have to, after this, what if that time you're spending on kutengeneza CVs, you're thinking of probably a business that you can start. What if that time that preparation you're doing is something of your own, that's not necessarily unemployment, like you're going to get employed to someone, you can think of something. You can choose to break the odds. You can choose to go a different way. You can choose something different and now begin to prioritize yourself and value yourself. It is good, very good actually, but sometimes prioritize yourself. Put yourself, get what exactly do you really want? And if you're so clear on your vision and you put it like this, and you know for sure, even if I go to that job for 5 years with a 70,000 salary, I will either have to settle for less or forget about my dreams and chase something so different. So figure out, sit down, get a book and a paper, analyze yourself, analyze your inner value. Don't just start, as Maggie was saying, that we are so desperate, we will run to anything that is available. It might be available, but maybe not good for you. It might be available, but maybe it's going to delay your own dreams, fulfilling your own dreams and visions. And so as we continue, I'd like Joy to share with us on, I don't know how, she can give us her experience and also tell us about that part of standing strong in the faith. How did she handle her own situation, being that now she's a born again Christian? Yes.
For me, I don't think I can say it was toxic. The thing was not getting paid. I don't know if that is that toxicity.
It is, because you need to pay for your work.
So the work was the work you're supposed to do. But now at the end of the month, they're not getting paid. And this person literally messes with your brain, because he calls you, they even call you for a meeting. Tomorrow we'll make sure by 12 you have
The mind games.
You know, yes. Now tomorrow they're not even in the workplace. They're not there completely.
And then after probably this person pays you, they feel like you belong to them. Like they have done your favor. I mean, I have done my job. I just need my money.
I just need my money.
You don't have to be like, it's not like you're not doing your favor. You know,
that's
one problem I usually have with people who employ people. And I know that entitlement comes from a place, but there's that entitlement of feeling like, I have paid you, now work. Now work. I mean, our payment is not prepaid, is post-paid. Is after I have done the job, you pay. So after you have paid me, I'll have to work again for you to pay me, right? So why do you feel entitled? And why is it that when it comes to paying me, you feel like it's like...
And when they find you not like maybe just dilly-dallying in that work, they are really going to be angry.
Yeah, but when it comes to your pay, when it comes to your pay, to giving you a bill, equal like for them they can hold it back, but you can't hold back your service. I mean, I don't understand how that dynamic is.
I know this place where they don't pay you, but when you refuse to work, the employer is angry.
Why?
I was like, what's up with this guy? We delivered our service.
Yes.
We delivered our service. Why are you getting angry when you don't want to deliver our service because you don't want to do your part? Because
I've never really understood that dynamic. Why is it that employer hataki kunilipa? Ama ikifika wakati wa kunilipa, they're finding it hard. Why? Yeah?
I've never known. So, and mind you, before I used to go to those jobs, so when I went for that interview, there was someone who was telling me, when you go for an interview, after you're cleared everything, this check, they ask you, what would you like to
be paid?
And those questions. Now me, I was very precise, because I was told, go there and ask, even which day do you pay? So when you ask her, she was like, I pay on the 5th of it, the beginning of the 5th, on date 5. So we have waited for date 5. They are not even communicating anything. A whole weekends. They tell you they are going to pay you tomorrow. Tomorrow they are not even anywhere. They cannot be seen anywhere. Even their phone are off.
why?
So the next day, I remember I confronted them. In fact, I went and stood at the vehicle. And I stopped it. You know, the other people are looking at me as if I was mad. But now imagine you're went almost 3 weeks. And then I was using transport of about 150 shillings. Imagine. And they are refusing to pay. So I went in front of her vehicle and I stood there. And I told her I'm not getting out of here without my money. People thought I was mad. For real, my colleagues, they were afraid. So I think when you're asking where the part of you being born again, God gave me the confidence to fight. Because I did not have that fear in me. Because I already gave her the respect she wants, but she's not reciprocating. She's not paying her. So even the colleagues were afraid of her. They were like, why are you being afraid of her? I told them I'm going to confront her today. In fact, they told me, there she is living, I am going. And I went, I stood in front of the vehicle and I created a drama. I created drama. I'm a teacher, so it was in a school setup. You imagine? I created drama. And then she came out, she was like, why are you standing? I told her, I want my money. In fact, I told her, we want our money.
Yeah.
Yes, and I pointed to all those. In fact, you know, they came out and they were all looking at us. They were watching. Yes, they were watching now. And I said, we want our money. Because I asked her, why would you play mind games like that with us? Imagine she calls you for a meeting, tells you tomorrow by 12 you will have your money. I'm going right now to the bank. That was the lie. And then 3 weeks later she appears. You have never seen her. Her phone was off. She's nowhere near the school. You don't know where she is. Hey, that day I told her, I'm not getting out of here without our money.
Yeah. And she gave you...
No, she started giving stories, but I told her, now the next day no one showed up for work. You know me, I told her I'm not coming back. Why would I come? You know, sometimes for us, even if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to let people undermine you.
That's right.
You know, for me, they knew I'm born again, so they were like, can you really do that? Then like, what is wrong with standing for your rights? Being a Christian, yes, being humble is not being timid. Like, no, they expected me, I'm going to be the least of people to ask for my money. But I worked for it. Yes, because I'm small. But then she was really shocked. And you know, the next day she paid.
Oh, wow.
She paid.
Look at that.
Yes, she paid.
So maybe even we are the voices of maybe
Yeah, we are the voices.
Just speak out. Just speak out.
Yes.
Something good I've learned from her experience is that speaking out will save you a lot. Don't just be silent and pretending to be humble and yet you're being timid. No, just speak out.
Yeah, true.
You're not gonna be killed. It's not that toxic. Just speak out and be bold. As we conclude, I'd like us to briefly talk about how we glorify fatigue or being tired, and how we, when we are, you're coming out of work and you're not feeling like you wanna die in the next minute because you're not tired, it becomes you begin to feel like I'm not working enough. What's happening? Can we have someone help us? We need to do that.
Maybe I had that experience. Like I was comparing my first job and my second job. But then the moment I left that job, I slept like for a whole month. Any good sleep. I was even wondering, this place, am I really working? Yes, I will work, but it is not as much as I would work in the other place. So I was feeling like maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to like do, because I was used to every day I'm up and down. I'm everywhere. Everyone is calling me, Maggie come, Maggie come. But here, Maggie do this, Maggie this has not been done. I was like, hey, but then that place I went and slept well. I slept. I even didn't interact with people there. Because I used to be so tired, but then I used to be even so tiny that place, because I used to be so tired. But now when I came to this other place, I was feeling like the way you have said, glorifying fatigue, like I have to be tired, I have to be worn out,
so that when the pay comes, I can feel like I deserve it.
Yeah. But the thing is, no, even I have a friend who was telling me, like nowadays, in the world that we are going, it's not about fatigue, it's all about the mind. You better work with your mind than with your body, because with your mind, when you train your mind to work, it will work even faster and even give you more than how your body, like how we are used to. These are systems that we are used to, and these are systems that the world is going to. So he was telling me, like, to him, whether I came to respect that guy, he was even telling me, yes, I have this job that I'm being proposed to, but I have this this thing that I want to do, this dream that I have, that I feel like I want to follow it. And I was telling him, I wish if I were you, like I was encouraging him to follow his dream, because I was telling him, when you, like in my view, when you go into the 9 to 5, kitambo, you go back to your thing, it will take a lot of time, and by the time unapipetea your moto iwake tena, it's something. So I came to respect that guy, because he was telling me, you better work with your mind more than your body. Like he was telling me, fatigue sio kitu.
I personally have a friend who is like, you see, for him, he feels like working in a private sector is a little bit like ni kama inakufunganga. You know, employment, what employment does, or being employed by someone and you receive a paycheck, you can never make wealth out of that. Like, you know, what employment does, it helps you live,
Forget about your
not even survive, like it gives you security for like tomorrow, like this month, not tomorrow, like this month. Like now, this month you are catered for, you have been able to pay
Your
your rent,
bills are paid.
your bills, all your bills, you have catered for them. But you can't cater for a future. Like you just deal with now. And that's one of the problems yenye tuko nayo, especially people who wenye tulifanya 844 system, because you feel like, you see, we are all talking about jobs here, but none of us left school. I know they are fair. There are those people who left school with that mentality of, I want to be the employer. We now have it. We now probably won't have that goal that we want to see sasa ndio tuta create employment, but we all live with that. You left with that mentality of, I want to climb that corporate ladder. Yeah, I want to get that. I want
Which
to
was somehow
to move
an
from
illusion.
an intern to probably the senior employee, and then tena umepanda to senior management kidogo, you have umepanda that corporate ladder, which sometimes, or 99% of the time, does not come true for most of us. Some of us, we have to venture into other fields to at least be able to place a plate on your table. But at the same time, your mentality ya corporate na your mentality ya non-governmental organizations, what they do to you, we somehow don't think about it too much. But when you sit down with yourself na uangalie, it's hata si non-governmental, even the government, even when you're employed in government, kuna venye tu inakufanyanga ukue, like it's like your brain is not like you
comfort zone.
You're in a comfort zone. Uko mahali umefungiwa hivi, you're in certain cocoon, which you're not seeing beyond you are now. And he says, for him, he works with the government, but he says, with the government, it's secure. Like you're secure. Uko secure about employment, but he feels like it gives him more freedom. It gives you a chance to explore more. Because with the government, yes, you will work now, but you see, you're not working on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you have other things that you would want to chase, you can chase them. But now you're employed in this other corporate world. You are there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like every day about your life is this work. Like every time you are breathing and awake,
It's work.
unless on the time you are sleeping, uko kwa hiyo ofisi ya huyu mtu unamfanyia kazi, which really it's a bad thing. I wouldn't call it good. Did you guys see this kitu ilikuwa ina go through on social media about this girl? She's a Gen Z. I love this Gen Z thing about work. There are two instances. The first instance was when this lady aliacha kazi, and it was a while back. Aliacha kazi because she felt that the workplace was toxic. Like watu wasalimianangi. I can't say there. Did you see that? I don't know whether you saw it. And the lady akaresign yani. And then there was this other one that was making rounds on TikTok, was about a lady who I think it was on a salon ama ilikuwa ni wapi, where she was called for an interview, but then she said she was not available, ako ushago, alikuwa ameenda na mamake. It was, and then she said, can we tunaweza postpone, and then now the receptionist anamuuliza ati umeitiwa kazi na bado like una nini, na bado una like you're giving of when you can be available.
Yeah.
Like mbona utaki kuendana, sisi ndio tunakwambia like sikiza, sisi ndio tunakwambia tutakuja interview. But then the girl is saying, mimi I travel to Ushago, I think with the mother, I can't make it by tomorrow by your time. But pia bado but if it cannot be rescheduled, me I'm okay, ni sawa, start your kazi. And that was like a whole thing. And yeah,
She prioritized herself.
herself, yeah.
True.
She knows that she needs the job, but it's if you guys are not ready, nikuje ile time yenye mimi niko available. Ni sawa. And it's not because
you know, she had said hata
She
nikitravel
communicated,
sita make kufika yote nilisema.
sita make kufika.
Mbona wanataka, why do they want to pressure her to get there on time?
And that's the interview
I know
alone.
she needs okay, logically ukiangalia she needs a job, like according to how we are fixated to think, to kuangalia vitu, she needs a job, but she's not a magician, or she does not even have an aircraft at their fly. So probably would have been a point for them to reason together and see when can I come and all that. But then she said, I felt like huyu mwenye alikuwa anamtumia, the fact that she said that she's not okay, like she's okay with you if you don't get. Alisema she's not an option, but then that's what she said on that.
I'm not an option.
The receptionist alisema tukikosa mtu tutakuita. And she said, I did not say that. Nilisema. I said, guys listen, I said it's okay not to get me. Sawa, it's okay. Like mkipata mtu it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not an option ati mkikosa mnaweza niita. I'm not an option. The audacity, right?
I know.
But she was like, yeah, it's not.
But at some point, I feel these young people, we represent a lot that our parents did not. I think they stooped too low for things.
Yeah.
And that's where like, huwezi nikanyanga hivyo.
You know what I learned? I felt like she values herself.
Yeah.
Like, and she values, and she knows what she's bringing on the table. So they're not telling her anything. She knows what she's bringing on the table. She knows her worth, and she's not ready to be. Actually, she'll be an option just because you left. You will not find someone.
Wow.
She's not an option.
You know,
for that work.
it has reminded me in our workplace. You have seen even these TikToks. There are very many in the school setup nowadays. Most of the teachers are young, so like we just speak our minds. Like mimi usiniambie, like kuna ile see we are not obedient to the rules and what, but we speak our minds and we are ready to point out if it is wrong. It's wrong. We don't care whether you are the head. Like we tell you when you are. Ukikanyanga tunasema.
If you've
So like
done
this
wrong,
other,
we
tell you.
wrong. You need to apologize. Because why should
You see now when you compare in those settings, the teachers now of our mikaka, hadi wao hutushangaa kwa like, how do you do that? Like, girl, how do you just talk to her like that? Like, why shouldn't I voice out? You know, they waliekwa ile uoga ya hawezi approach the head. Ati nikikanyangwa na nyamaza.
need to suffer.
Ndio maana unaona tu kuna hate. There's a lot of nini hawaingiani vizuri.
Kama hajaingia class kama 10 hajafanya kazi. You have not taught 10 lessons in a day. You have not worked.
Wow.
I think
So
that's point of boldness and need.
I feel like we should have a part 2 of this. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, but before we come to the end, sorry, but I feel like we should say that not let your workplace define who you are. And your abilities and what you can do and not to do. Pia, if you feel like business or like choosing to start something is what you can do, go for it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to start
And may
something.
God give us the confidence to just chase our dreams. Because we are used to this system, but now stepping out and having the boldness and the confidence to do what has always been. There's that voice that has always been telling you can do this, you can do this. But now you still want this security. pia that confidence, that boldness. May the Lord help us that we may step out into what maybe He has called us to
True.
do, because
Yeah.
it is bigger and bigger than what we
Amen.
can.
Amen. Jobs, let them be, they can be a good stepping stone for you. Let them be a good stepping stone for you. Let them help you chase your dreams, but not, don't get stuck there and just stay at the comfort zone and you relax and you're okay. You still
Actually,
have a
jobs-
big life to build.
Yes.
So please consider that. We didn't say that you shouldn't get employed, but enjoy it as much as you know yourself, set your boundaries, know when to walk away, know when to speak out, have the boldness, have the courage, prioritize yourself, consider yourself. After all, we said it's your life, you have a whole life to build, and it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we were taught in church, that your job, gain all the skills, all the wisdom, all the knowledge in your job that you use to run your own business. That is what we were taught. Any jobs ni poor. For us, like right now, they are good so that you can gain the wisdom, the knowledge. Maybe where you are right now, you can start something like almost similar, but you have to gain the wisdom, the knowledge. You have to learn how does your boss operate, how does this person operate, how is business handled, how things run, because now you don't have that wisdom, but now here you can learn, you can get the skills so that they can help you in your next phase of life.
True. Wow, interesting. So, guys, you should tell us whether we've exhausted everything. If there's anything else you want us to talk about, feel free to comment down there. We shall talk about it. We are going to be free to talk about it. We've enjoyed, personally, I have enjoyed this talk. It's been, it's
a
been
nice name.
a very nice one, and we thank God for that. So until the next video, we love you so much, and bye.
Bye. Subscribe.
Bye.
Subscriber.